Ta-da!
Hello gamers, Matthew here from Grey Army Gaming. For today's episode of Renovations, we will be turning this into this. Alright gamers, welcome to this episode of Renovations. What we're going to be doing today is taking this tower-like thing and turning it into something that we can actually use on the Wargaming battlefield. Now this thing is basically it's a Christmas piece that I found at a local market, and it is just terribly ugly. I mean, this is kind of the gaudy Christmas on acid Swedish way of decorating for the holiday season. I mean, the glitter, I mean, is that supposed to be snow? I'm not quite sure. But really ugly looking aesthetics here on the outside. But there's a lot of potential here. If you look at the structure of the tower, it's got a good roof, it's got some good windows. We'll take that door off because it's kind of ugly, and we'll do something a little different there. But we're going to have to go ahead and break down a few of these parts, take off these sides here, add another door on the bottom. But once we change the aesthetics on the outside, I think this could be an actually really nice tower for our Wargaming battlefield. So let's go ahead and tear it apart, and I'll show you the finished product when we're done. Alright, we've gone ahead and worked a little bit on this tower now, and we've got it to this state that it's in now. I can show you briefly what we did. We went ahead and we added individual shingles. We cut them out of cardboard and we glued them to the roof, and then we went ahead and put wooden pieces, little popsicle stick pieces on the outside to kind of make something of an awning there on the edges. And what we did here also was we went ahead and we added individual stones that we cut out from cardboard. What we did was we glued these stones down to the side of the building, and we also cut out individual little stones here out of small styrofoam pieces, and we glued them around the doorway and also the windows to give it that real nice stone effect look. And when we finished gluing all those down, we went ahead and we added some spackling to the outsides and kind of carved the spackling out of the spaces between the stones. So you can see here there's some texture on each and every one of these stones. In addition, we added some spackling up here to the shingles and to the wood pieces to give it a little more texture. And then we went ahead and just simply put a base coat down of black, and we went back and added a second base coat of black once that first one had dried up. So this will be the foundation now that we will go ahead and paint over as we begin to add the various shades and dry brushings to make this look even better than it is now. The idea we have is also to go ahead and fill these in. We're going to make some different shutters, and just like we'll make doors down here, we'll glue them to the inside of the building. So this essentially will be a tower that is closed up with wooden shutters over all the windows and all of the doors. But there you go, that's how that looks. The individual stones and the individual shingles obviously took a lot of time and a lot of effort, but I think it really pays off when you get to take a look at it. It gives it a much more realistic look than it would have otherwise have had. So there you go, let's go ahead and do some work now, painting this up and putting the finishing touches on it. Alright guys, here's a shot of the final product when everything has been finished up on this renovation project on this tower. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at some of the elements that we finished up with. So this is a pretty simple process. We just went ahead and dry brushed basically over the black base coat that we put on here. And you can see here we dry brushed some iron oxide and then just hit the edges with some yellow to make it pop on these shingles. The brown was just some brown with a couple different shades of yellow there to make it pop as well. Just some simple dry brushing techniques. We did the same thing here with some dark grays, and we moved our way to lighter grays and eventually dry brushed it with a little bit of white just to make it pop. And if you come down here and we look at the shutters and the doors, The way we did this was we just took some popsicle sticks, some really thin ones, and we glued them onto some cardstock, and then we added ink washes until we got a nice brownish color, and we added Nun oil ink washes where the cracks are to really make the cracks stick out, to accentuate the darkness there. And we went ahead and put on a couple metal pieces, the hinges here, just some cardstock that we painted a metallic color and put some Nun oil on it, and a few little dots there for the nails. Basically, on the inside, we didn't paint it all black. We basically just painted the bottom part there. But you can see here now the cardstock on which we have the popsicle sticks glued on our doors, and up there you can see the shutters there. And that was a pretty effective way to do it. We just used some simple glue gun and did that. So all in all, I mean, it's got a really nice weathered old look. I really like the way it turned out with the dry brushing techniques over the base coat of black. And once again, the doors really have a nice look there, a nice rustic old look. So there we go, a renovation project, quite labor intensive, but in the end I think it became a really nice piece of terrain that can be a centerpiece for any gaming table, especially if you're playing a game such as Warhammer Fantasy, where you need something like a tower for the watchtower scenario. Well, thanks for joining us here at Grey Army Gaming for this renovations project, and we hope to see you here in the future, for the future of fantasy.